Hello, parents, teachers, caretakers, and grandparents. Thank you for coming back again and again and again. Thank you for sending some of those messages that you have sent and said it's been a blessing. I think some of you have forwarded this to some of your friends and they said it's a blessing. Thank you. It's God's grace and God's mercy that we are doing this. And we are very grateful for your support. We are very, very grateful for your encouragement. We've been talking about something in the last episode. We talked about the way of God, the way of the world, the truth of God, and the truth of the world. I want to share something today very, very critical. What are 4 ways we will help? What are 4 ways we will help our next generation to anchor themselves in the truths of God? How 4 ways that they can anchor themselves in the truth of God. Now, in this journey of they anchoring themselves in the truth of God, it should be a journey where we can't push them. It should be a journey where we don't pull them. It's not a journey that we can threaten. It's not a journey that we can manipulate. It's not a journey that we emotionally manipulate. No. It's a journey that we walk alongside and walk with them into that journey. I'll give you 4 things. First is helping them to discover the truth. Let them discover the truth. We aid in whatever way that we walk alongside the next generation to help them discover. See, sometimes you can discover and keep showing it to them. That's what's happening today. Many a times the teenagers, young people would say, my father will always share blah, 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 blah. This is my mother is always share blah, 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 blah. Like this. Yeah, they have discovered it. Fine, great, wonderful. It's good for them, not for me. So we walk alongside and see if they discover the truth. When they discover the truth, you know what's going to happen? They can get excited. They're going to say, Mama, this truth, this is amazing. This is fantastic. Several times I've seen young people, after some years of their mistakes and all of that, they would send me a message and said, Uncle, you remember one time you talked about that in one of the places and I was hearing it and recently I discovered that. And I just know it's right there in the Word. When they discover it, they get excited about it. Yeah, absolutely. So first, help them discover it. Help them discover it. As they discover it, we help them to apply the truth. Now, many a times the problem is this: because of lack of application, not knowing how to apply the truth, they're not seeing any benefits. So first is help them discover the truth, and in their own places, let them apply the truth. And as they apply the truth, you're there walking alongside and cheering them on and said, oh my goodness, you've applied it just amazingly. I mean, you're doing great. This is great. You see the benefits. You glorify and help them understand all the different things that they have applied, not glorifying them, but glorifying the truth and how we begin to walk in. So the first one is helping them discover. Second is helping them apply. And the third very important thing is that celebrate with them as they reap the benefits. See, many a times when our children, when our teenagers, when our young people have stepped in to do something and apply the truth, the Word of God, apply the truth and reap the benefits, we are kind of not acknowledge. I think we need to celebrate that. We need to acknowledge that, hey, that is fantastic. Oh my goodness, you are amazing. You've applied the truth of the Word of God, and that's how you have reaped the benefits. Celebrate it. We need to celebrate. We need to encourage them. That's biggest need of the hour. Today, when they do something wrong, we pounce. Hey, why are you doing? Why are you not studying the Word of God? Why are you not doing your daily devotions? Things like that, But when they do something, we just say, that's my boy. He's doing very well. No, we have to do the other way around. When they are spending time with the ones, hey, that's fantastic, man. You're amazing. When they did not spend time is when we go alongside and said, hey, come on, I think let's sit together and spend some time. Why don't you just, take the Word and read this particular passage and see, maybe God begins to say. Sometimes, many a times I'm telling you this, not sometimes, many a times I'm telling you this. Some of our young people have some baggages deep inside and they have started wearing a certain glasses, and that's why they are not wanting or they're not willing and they are not very enthusiastic in getting into the Word and studying the Word. We may have to clear off some of the weeds. We may have to clear off some of that path for them to step in, So the first one, what did I say? Help them discover the truth. And the second one is apply the truth. And the third one, help them reap the benefits. Now, let's not stop there. Let's encourage them to pass it on. We need to help them to pass it on. that they might be able to share it with someone. They might be able to share it with you. Encourage them. Hey, you reap the benefits. Share with your own friends. Please understand, a 14-year-old is always looking up to a 16-year-old. A 16-year-old is always looking up to an 18-year-old. An 18-year-old is always looking up to a 21-year-old. A 21-year-old is always looking up to a 22-year-old. The best discipleship is that discipleship. A 14-year-old is discipled by a 16-year-old. A 16-year-old is discipled by an 18-year-old. An 18-year-old is discipled by a 20-year-old. That's the best discipleship. That's the best discipleship. Encourage them. Hey, pass it on. Share with your friends today. Share with those younger kids that you have met, maybe when you're spending time with them. Share with them. See, what will happen is it will fuel their faith, and they will get so encouraged in that journey of walking with the Lord. And it's a beautiful, beautiful journey. We will begin to see fruits. We will begin to see lives change. We will begin to see lives not just renovated, lives transformed. And God is very interested in transformation, not just renovation. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being there. And you, as parents, teachers, caretakers, and grandparents, I'm telling you, you're amazing. And that's why you're here. And God might have put that amazing boy, that girl, or those children under your care, under your influence. Step in. You can do something to anchor them in the Word of God and the God of the Word.